Hey Taurus, welcome to my YouTube channel, Anthea Spark here. If this is your first time watching me on YouTube, please go ahead and hit that little subscribe button. Tonight I'm going to be doing your love reading for the month of June. It is a couple of days late, so I do apologize. But what I'm going to do for you today is I'm going to pull a couple of cards and see who it is you need to let go of, who it is you need to release from your past, what relationship you need to release from your past, whether it's a lover or a co-worker or an influential figure like a parent or a sibling. We're going to try and figure out who that is in order to help you bring in and manifest a new lover or a new relationship or whatever it is your heart desires, or if you're already in a relationship, to help you improve your relationship. Yeah, because sometimes we have these cords that connect us to the past, and they're often linked to, they're still connected to us, and they often, what they do is they actually prevent us from moving forward. They prevent us from going deeper and having these really deep relationships with the people that we're with, right? So let's pull a couple of cards and see. Okay, so what I'm going to do, all of the cards that I'm using tonight, I have designed, and I really love reading with my own cards because they embody all of my beliefs and the things that I teach my clients and all of my my understandings, right? So the first lot of cards that I'm going to show you are from my Reclaim Your Power deck, and all of these decks are available for purchase in the description section of this video. And the second is the Heart Walls cards. So the Heart Walls, I designed these cards because I'm like, okay, how are we going to get people to understand that we create these armors to protect ourselves that actually keep us stuck. They keep us inside. And, sometimes when we're hurt, we need the armor. We feel like we need to protect ourselves, and it's not a bad thing. But when you're ready to, Taurus, when you're ready to let down the wall and break down the wall, this is how this information can support you, okay? Because sometimes we just need a little bit of guidance to understand, well, what is in my armor? Is it defensiveness? Is it rejection? Is it abandonment? Why did I create this wall in the first place? Like, what actually happened to me that I needed to create this wall? Sometimes we have to go and investigate. We need to find the answers, right? And this is why I designed these cards. They go hand in hand with the Reclaim Your Power deck. So let's have a look at your cards. So I feel like whoever this was, whatever relationship this was, whether it was your mother and she lied to you your whole life, or it was an old lover, I feel like it brought you a lot of darkness, this relationship, Taurus. And I feel like this relationship is still affecting you. It's keeping parts of your shadow self kind of hidden and trapped, right? So did you run? I feel like maybe this is you. See how it's a little girl? I feel like this might be relationship with mother, or it could have been with your father if he was in his wounded feminine. I feel like it's one or the other, right? And I feel like this here is your little girl, like your inner child or your little boy, right? And if you look at the energy that this little girl has in this picture, what you will see is that she is deflated. She's deflated. She feels like she's not good enough, Taurus. She feels like there's no point to be seen. Yeah, I'm just going to disappear. I just want to disappear. These are the words that are coming to me right now, yeah? Just look at the card. All I want to do is disappear. Because what's the point when I'm continuously beaten down, when I'm continuously rejected? So do you feel rejected, Taurus? And I feel like, I just saw 444 appear on the screen. I feel like the rejection is coming through really strong here. Okay, so I don't know if it is mother that you need to cut through, but I really, really get a strong that it's either mother or father. So what has happened? Let's just get a bit of information about this, okay, from the Heart Wars card. And I already pulled these cards out before, but this is what's come up here, right? This little you feels physically paralyzed. Yeah? So what happens when we're kids? We are like a full expression of who we are, right? We're kids. Like I see it in my kids. They get all silly and crazy. And then if I tell them up, they're like, ooh, shock, right? Now, depending on the trauma you experience, Taurus, that's going to have left you in a deep state of shock. And as an adult, you have to do the work on yourself to come out of that shock. Because if you're physically paralyzed through these toxic ties to whoever this person is, it's time for you to release it. Yeah, you've got to release it because this is affecting you today. Make sense? Really important that this state of shock, because when our body's in a state of shock, even some energy within us is in a state of shock, it's actually really hard for us to stay in the present moment because we're like a hawk. We're always in protection mode. Okay, so it's really important for you to have a look at that. This relationship, I feel, has left you feeling attacked and left you also with a lot of suppressed anger. And I feel like at times, Taurus, you really struggle to break out of that suppressed anger, that feeling as though people are always attacking you or judging you, or that, you're not good enough, essentially. So here's your advice cards. Your advice cards is to become the Chariot, is to become a trailblazer. This card indicates that it's time for you to ignite something really passionate, something within yourself that you're really passionate about, right? It's time for you to ignite that, because what will happen is when you ignite this and you understand yourself better and you work through your emotions, you actually have a really positive outcome. Yeah, this card's saying it's time for you to make a wish. Now, I feel like when you do this, yeah, this isn't, Taurus, so much about you going back and doing that inner work. This is more about you igniting your passions, because as you ignite your passions, that shock, that state of shock, that physically paralyzed, it's going to start to dissolve because you've already done a lot of your inner work, Taurus. I can see it in the cards. You've done a lot of the inner work. You've already stood in the water. You understand yourself. You know very well how you feel, and you're not going to let that hinder you anymore. So for you, this reading is all about raising your vibration, igniting that passion within yourself, doing the things that are going to set your soul on fire. Because look at your advice card. Look at that. It's so beautiful. This is you, Taurus. And it's interesting because, Taurus is an earth sign, and this image is, we're just looking at the earth here. So really important. Now, your outcome cards are really beautiful too. You have the Sun card. And this is all about unlocking your spiritual gifts and your spiritual power, okay? And look at her. Look at how powerful she is. She's done all of this work. She knows who she is. She's not scared to move forward boldly. Now, your other card here is to remember to ask your angels. These are the angels of love. Ask for help. Ask to be guided. Ask your angels to support you, to show you the way, to lead you forward so you don't feel alone, so you're not in that state of shock anymore. Okay, so what I want to do is I just want to get a couple of affirmation cards for you, Taurus, to kind of define, not define, give you just a little bit of direction here, right? Oh, okay. I now raise my standards. So this is all about really being mindful about the kind of experiences you allow into your life, the kind of quality of people you allow into your life. Like, are you allowing people who don't live in the integrity of who they are into your life? And if you do, Taurus, I feel like that would really affect you in a negative way because I know how sensitive you are. So it's important to think of that, not in a judgmental way, but just as how is this person coming into my life actually affecting me? Like, am I willing to continue to do that? I learn from my experiences. And again, like that goes hand in hand with the standard card too. I trust in the flow of life. So when you surrender to the power of the universe, when you hand over your control to the universe, you know that there is nothing we can control. And so what happens is you start allowing the universe to bring to you the experiences that you're meant to be having. And when you let go of control, Taurus, the universe brings you exactly what you need and everything that you want. So it's really important to release that control if there is any there. So Taurus, I hope you have enjoyed this reading. If you have enjoyed this reading, please drop me a little like and a comment in the description section here. And also Taurus, if you are interested in booking a private reading or you want to know more about my program, the Cord Cutting Masterclass, and how I can support you to release the energetic cords that bind you to the people from the past, there is a link in the comment. Go ahead and click on it so you can find out more information. So sending you all lots of love. Have a beautiful rest of your week.